All right, welcome. We are preparing for ride number 11 on Magic here. And I've only ridden her once in the past week because it's been raining so much. I caught one day in between some rain and I had to ride her out here. So it was the first ride outside the round pen. And that was probably 2 or 3 days ago. And so since it's rained the last couple of days, I worked on trailer loading yesterday and just a few other things. But she's doing quite well, I think, with the riding part. She's responding well to my cues. She's really just, riding out pretty nicely. She lopes off when I ask her to, which obviously I won't do today in this mucky mess. The thing that she's struggling with, and I've mentioned this before, is just getting bothered about life in general. She's fine in the round pen because she feels safe in there. When I get her outside the round pen, I don't know if you can hear her snorting, but she's snorting at everything. So that just means that she's not confident with all the stuff. She's fine with me. She likes me fine and is not afraid of anything that I do. She's kind of a pretty good people horse. But this thing with her being so bothered about everything, and it's not unusual. The reason it bothers me is because a horse, if you don't get this better, and there's lots of horses like this in the world, lots. You don't get this better and people say, well, that horse is broke, that horse is trained, and it is. But emotionally, that horse isn't ready to handle life, okay? It would be like if you sent your kid to school and this kid graduated from school, but she was afraid to leave the house, and you'd say, well, she has a good education, but she can't use it because she won't leave the house. And so a lot of people don't get their horses better, and there's no magic silver bullet to do that, by the way. You just get them out there and let them work through it. If that doesn't get better, then what'll happen is she'll get pretty good with her cues and you can ride her pretty well, and either me or somebody else will be riding along somewhere and something will scare her, and it might not even be anything real. Bird flies out or a coyote farts or who knows what, and she loses her cookies, and then she would either, at the least, she would spook, or she would panic and bolt, take off running in a full panic, or she'd start bucking if somebody jerked on her real hard. And so it's pretty important that she learns to deal with life, okay? So what that means is I'm not gonna do a whole lot more riding in the round pen with her, probably not any. I will ride her in the arena when it dries out because I need to work on some stuff. But I'm gonna have to just ride her out in the pasture and along the road and help her. Okay, so that's pretty nice right there. She's figuring all this out. That's not bothering her. See, she's not bothered by anything that I do. I think on one of the previous videos I had feed sacks out here and tarps. It's just things out there that she's not sure about. So I don't know if y'all can see what her attention's doing. Just watch her ears. Wherever her ears are looking, that's where she's thinking. All right. Now, can I start doing some things that might booger a horse? Okay. And she started trotting in the same place. So what that means, see those leaves blowing back there? That's bothering her. That's why she did it. Those were behind her. She's got a thing about stuff behind her. We've worked on that one day and we need to do it some more. Okay. We'll bend her in. I'm just watching her attention. Okay. I didn't ask her to trot. That's just nervousness. Walk. There we go. All right. So she's far enough along. This is, I think I said, number 11 ride. I'm not going to let her trot off unless I ask her to. I'm going to correct that. I don't let them speed up or slow down unless I ask them to. After Oh, first 2 or 3 rides I will, but after that, she needs to pay more attention, work on her self-control. All right, getting better. It's getting better. She's breathing hard. I can hear her breathing hard just because she's still a little anxious, but she's getting a little more used to it. So what I'm going to do, Richard, is I'm going to get a little bit closer to you. I'm going to get a little closer, and then I'm going to turn her away. Okay. There we go. Good. Good. I'm glad your horse is pretty calm. Makes this a little better. Okay. Good. All right. Okay. Good. And we're just gradually going to increase what you're doing. Okay. Now start slapping your leg real lightly with that arm. Okay. Good. And you notice where my hand is? So if this horse does spook and take off, I'm in pretty good position. All right, a little louder and a little more. She's handling it well. Since we eased up on it, you know, did it a little at a time, she's fine with it. Okay, now start making some noises with your mouth. Just add some noise. Don't come over here, yeah. Louder if you can. Good.
My horse is thinking that.
Yeah, the horse wants to come over here. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's because you were clucking with your mouth. All right, like those kind of noises, like or maybe shout. You can shout if you want.
Hey, hey, hey.
Okay, good job, Magic. Really good. Okay, so she's handling that better than I thought she would. Okay. Okay, so like I said, she has a thing about stuff behind her. That's about right, okay? Now, as you're following her around, and you're not in kick zone or anything like that, now I want you to just randomly just wave your arms.
Okay.
Just, good, okay? That didn't bother her. She noticed it, but she didn't do anything. Okay, now do something like jump up and down and do a jumping jack or something. Good, stop. Good, okay. Good. Okay, I'm going to turn around and go the other way because I want her to see you out of the other eye. Just keep following me. Okay. All right, now just do something to make some noise. Throw your arms up. Okay, see if you can get a little more behind her. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now yell at her.
Wah.
Okay. Good. It's pretty good. Okay. Now switch eyes. Okay. See that bothered her right there? That and the combination of that horse coming down off of that step, which is really muddy, Richard. You probably don't want to be on that today. It's really muddy. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to switch eyes again. Good. So we're just helping her figure out that just because something's behind you, you don't have to lose your cookies. You're going to be okay. Good. I'm going to switch eyes again. Just keep waving your hands. Okay. Pretty good. All right. You can stop, Lainey. Okay. All right. All right. So, like I said in the beginning, there's no silver bullet to fix this in 5 minutes. It's just a gradual, at least as far as I know. It's just a gradual of exposing her to things that might scare her, and hopefully in a controlled environment where I don't get hurt and she doesn't get hurt. And then she'll just gradually get better. And so stay tuned. We'll see what we can think of next time.